Hello, everyone. First off, I gotta give a shout out to my Lord and Savior Yeshua Jesus. He's the reason that I do these videos. But occasionally, I like to do videos on technology and flight simming and racing sims. So a very interesting game came out, Forza Motorsport 8, but they don't call it 8. It's a reboot. But anyways, this game was really good, and I wanted to talk about the best settings for computers because when I saw that IGN only showed how you get 60 frames per second in 4K, I wanted to show a trick that I learned that allowed me to get roughly around 150 frames with a 7680 by 1440p display, the triple monitor display. I'm using an NVIDIA 4090's graphics card and a AMD 7950X 3D, so it's very powerful, but I'm sure this will scale down to other cards and other CPUs as well. The biggest trick that I learned, because I noticed that the frames were jumping, my highs and lows were randomly everywhere with all the settings that I tested. But the biggest thing that I saw that gave me the best performance was the unlock frame rate, but with VSync. It's in your advanced settings. Unlock frame rate, but with VSync. Below is all the other settings that I have set, or attached is all the other settings that I have set. But let's get into Forza Motorsport because wow, what a game! To give you an idea of how I feel about it, I thought it was important that you see how I review games in general. Um, I have a list of these games right here, and this gives you an idea of if you would even care about my opinion. But I've always been playing the Forza series. When they had a Forza hub, I had 24,000 out of 25,000 points. I am a enthusiast for racing and flight sims, but I also believe that simulation should not be overly hard. It should feel like real life, and I think some games make it overly hard. I like how the creators of Gran Turismo says driving a car should not be impossible for everyone because many of us know how to drive a car. And that is exactly what I was worried about with this new Forza Motorsport. My experience with the wheel in past Forza Motorsports was very lacking. Um, it played well with a controller, but with a wheel, it wasn't good. Which is why I was so excited. Though you see, I give Forza Motorsport and Forza Horizon high scores. They were always really good with a controller, but this latest Forza Horizon 5 had a I gave it a 9.9 because man, its wheel controls was great. It was just an awesome game. The only reason I docked it point 0.1 is because it didn't have VR. Truthfully, honestly, it didn't have VR. But it had a lot of soul into it, and so did all the other uh, Forza Horizons. They were always great games. Gran Turismo, on the other hand, it I'm not gonna lie. There was a time where I got out of gaming because of Gran Turismo 3. I thought it was bland and lifeless, but Gran Turismo has always had a top-notch graphics. It's looked really real. Though in its latest entry, you notice that its rear view cam above the car, outside the car, it doesn't move. It doesn't have any sway, and that's something that I never really liked. It doesn't move. It doesn't have any sway, and that's something that I never really liked. But so those are just gives you an idea of how I view some games. But this newest Forza Motorsport, wow. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just get straight to it. I'm giving it a 9.6, 9.6, because it is just fantastic. Um, the controls, like I said, with the controller, it was the first time I've had fun on an Xbox in a long time. Sitting on my Xbox Series X, playing Forza Motorsport 8 was amazing. And then when I came onto the computer and tried it with a wheel, it felt perfect. Normally I turn my wheel settings down to 270 degrees of rotation, but with this, a full 900s, similar to what they're showing on screen, felt amazing. And it felt realistic and not overly hard, and I really appreciate that. It was fun too. I like the style of the game. The style of the game has class, a lot of class, similar to Gran Turismo 7, but without all the monetization. That's one of the reasons why I gave Gran Turismo 7 to 8.7. Even though it had VR, the monetization, and I was lost trying to figure out where to go in the career for about 4 months on Gran Turismo 7. I never looked it up till recently. And then I played it last night, and I honestly fell asleep playing Gran Turismo 7 because I was that bored. But when I played Forza Motorsport 8, I just wanted to keep going. Something about the career path is how they let you build your characters and build your cars, and it doesn't make me feel like the past Forzas where I just have unlimited money and I can just spend where I want to. I can tell how this game has a long-term effect where you would want to level up cars again and again, and new cars, and actually stick with a car for a while. The sound effects, the sound just sounds really, really good. That's the best engine sounds, tire squeals, and everything. A game that I really hated tire squeals was Grid 2019. Those tire squeals were just so annoying, I had to turn it down. And Grid Legends, it got a little bit better, but I still turn it down. Forza Motorsport 7, I don't even want to play music with it. It's just that good. It's a really great game. But what else? Like I said, the graphics, top notch on the Xbox. Usually I don't like playing Forza Horizon on Xbox because it has bad anti-aliasing, and it looks rough. But playing Forza Motorsport, it looks a little bit better. Like Forza Motorsport 7 looked a little bit better, but Forza Motorsport 8, it actually almost looked like it was on PC, despite the fact that it's only 60 frames per second. On PC, as you can see, my settings, I get about 150 frames per second with the settings that I gave you, and with the 4090 and things. So this game has some legs, and it's amazing. So yeah, let me think. Is there anything else I can mention on the game? No, it just feels right. So if you guys are wondering whether you should pick it up or not, give it a shot. Sometimes there's always a little bias with media and things like there's just certain people are just big fanboys of Gran Turismo and stuff. But give this game a shot. I promise you, it's one of the best sims I played. And the reason I gave Project Cars and a set of Corsa Below 7, because they were two sims that I couldn't even drive 60 miles an hour in. So I didn't play much of it. And I know I can know how to drive 60 miles an hour because I drive to work every single day. So, but again, this is my review. I'm gonna play a little bit of the game so you can see some more of the graphics. And if you guys ever want to stop by and just listen to some verses a day and learn about God, subscribe. All right, bye.
Last lap. Let's go. Three to go. One more lap.
The Homestead Miami Oval is 1.5 miles long, with banked turns at 18 to 20 degrees, creating multiple possible race lines. Many turns here at Kyalami are named after local wildlife, such as crocodiles, cheetah, and ingwe, which means leopard.